Dear students, this is ninth biology video class, unit 19, part 2, plant physiology. Unit 19, part 2, plant physiology. Last video class, we have seen tropism in plants, then types of tropism we have seen: phototropism, geotropism, hydrotropism, thigmotropism, chemotropism. All these different types of tropism we have seen. Then and also we have seen nastic movements, and here the nastic movements. What do you mean by nastic movements? That's a non-directional response to or of a plant. A part of plant is called as a nastic movements. In that we have seen what is photonasty. Photo means light, nasty means movement. Movement of a part of a plant in response to light, that is we call as a photonasty. And example also we have seen here, night time what happens, this flower Eubomia alba, it's a moon flowers, opens in the night and closes during daytime. So this is what we call as a photonasty in moon flower. Then thigmonasty. Thigmo means touch. Movement of a part of a plant in response to touch we call as a thigmonasty. Example, mimosa pudica. They fall leaves and droops when we touch. It is also known as sesamonasty. They'll ask you one word, just underline. If you have textbooks, take out your textbook, just underline. So dash is also known as sesamonasty. That mimosa pudica is also known as sesamonasty. Okay, and here there is a Venus flytrap. If the information they given here regarding thigmonasty, it exhibits one of the fastest known as a nastic movement. When insects sits inside this plant, they closes their part and just they have these insects as a food. They take nutrient, that is we call as a nastic movements. And here the differentiate between tropic movement and nastic movements. Tropic movements unidirectional response to stimulus. Nastic movements non-directional response to stimulus. And tropic movements growth dependent movement. Nastic movements growth independent movements. More or less permanent and irreversible, found in all plants in tropic movements, whereas found only a few specialized plants. It's a temporarily and reversible. Show actions here, immediate actions. So sorry, slow actions, not show. Slow actions, they show here immediate actions. Thermonasty. The movement of part of a plant is associated with change in temperature. Example, tulip flowers blooms at temperature increases. So that is because of thermonasty. Thermo means temperature. Nasty means opens. When the temperature is increased during that time, they means flowers blooms, the flowers opens. That is because of thermonasty in tulip and photonasty. Photo means light, and synthesize means to build. Thus, a photosynthesis literally means building up with the help of light. During this process, light energy is converted into chemical energy. Just underline this one. This is important sentence. Green plants are autotrophic in their mode of nutrition because they prepare their own food materials through a process called as photosynthesis. Here, autotrophic means what? Auto means self. Tropic means they prefer. They prepare. The overall equations of the photosynthesis can be given as below. The 6 carbon dioxide plus 12 water, that H2O, and with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll they produce glucose, that is we call as a C6H12O6, and plus water and oxygen they produce. So this is the equations for the photosynthesis, important equations. Mark it out, 2 marks they'll ask you. And the next is the one, the end product of photosynthesis is glucose, which will be converted into starch and stored in the plant body. That's what we are seeing in the equations now. The explanation is given here. The plant takes in carbon dioxide. Plant take in carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. But for its living, the plants also need oxygen to carry on cellular respirations. The requirements for photosynthesis. Requirements for photosynthesis. Here, the activities show that certain things are necessary for photosynthesis. They are chlorophyll, that's because a green pigment in leaves, water, carbon dioxide from air, sunlight. The next topic is the one transpirations. What is transpirations? The loss of water in the form of water vapor from the aerial part of the plant body is called as a transpirations. Just mark it out, 2 marks. The leaves have tiny and microscopic pores called as stomata. Water evaporates through these stomata. Each stomata is surrounded by guard cells. So these guard cells help in regulating the rate of transpirations by opening and closing the stomata. I'll show you the structure of stomata. Here, this is the structure of stomata. You have to practice this diagram. This is the structure of stomata. This stomata can be found the margin of the leaf. The stomata can be found margin of the leaf. Through this only the oxygen goes inside, as well as the carbon dioxide also comes out from the plant, and evaporation also takes place through this pores only. Pore means small hole like structures. It is a microscopic one. We cannot see through our ordinary eyes. We can see this stomata through only the microscope. The parts of the stomata is a chloroplast, vacuole, then guard cell, then cell wall, nucleus, the stomata. Okay. They close and opens during releasing of oxygen and absorbing of carbon dioxide. Even evaporation time also they open and closes. So this is the structure of stomata. That's what we are seeing here. Transpirations. Just mark it out, 2 marks transpirations. And here but the transpiration is necessary for the following reasons. It increases a pull in leaf and stem. It creates an absorptions force in roots. So roots, what is the use of these roots? They absorb water, minerals from their surroundings. It is necessary for continuous supply of minerals. Transpirations. Following these are the things we are seeing it. It regulates the temperature of plant. Transpiration regulates the temperature of the plant. Exchange of gases. How does the plant get air? The leaves have minute pores called stomata, through which the exchange of air takes place here. These minute pores can be seen through a microscope. This is what we are seeing. I have told you. Air exchange takes place continuously through this stomata. They'll ask you one word. In which part takes continuously for exchanging of gas? They'll ask you stomata. Underline this stomata. Plants exchange gases, that is CO2 to oxygen, continuously through this stomata. You will study more about this physiological process in your higher classes. So this is what the exchange of gases. Here, yeah, small one activity they given here. Take a plastic bag. In your house, if you have water, in your house, if you have that, like this plant, okay, flower jar, if you have like this, take one plastic bag and tie it over a leaf as they tied in the picture, and place the plant in light. You can see water condensing inside the plastic bag. The water is let out by the leaves. Why does this occurs? Because due to transpirations. You can do these activities in your house itself. If you have flower pot, you can take out that flower pot without damaging of that plant. You can just get one plastic cover, just tie one or two branches of that flask, just tie it up, not tightly, little bit, where the air doesn't go inside, like that. Just leave it for one night. When you observe in the morning time, the transpiration should have taken place there. The few droplets of water can be seen. Okay, they can do it that one. And there's a small information bits they given here regarding this Venus flytrap. Do the insects also trap solar energy? Tel Aviv University scientists have found out that Vespa orientalis, that's oriental hornets, have similar capabilities to trap solar energy. They have a yellow patch on its abdomen and an unusual cuticle structure, which is stacked of 30 layers thick. The cuticle does not contain chlorophyll, but it contains yellow light sensitive pigments called as a xanthophyllin. Underline xanthophyllin. This works as a light harvesting molecules, transforming light energy into electrical energy. Just note it down. This one word will ask you. Okay, go through what we have discussed today. Today we have just completed this chapter fully. Chapter Unit 19, Plant Physiology, we have completed. Just go through whatever the topic we have completed. Today we have completed exchange of gases, the informations of plastic bag, transpirations regarding transpirations, the necessary for the transpirations, then what is transpirations we have seen, and also we have seen the informations about the Venus flight track of that they found how they trap the solar energy, and also we have seen photosynthesis, and also we have seen thermonasty, and also we have seen differentiate between tropic movements and nastic movement. This is important. 4 marks can be asked. Just go through today itself. Just learn the questions whatever we have discussed. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. Okay, bye. Take care.